What's up everyone? Today I am going to talk about some of the material differences between buying and selling on StockX versus GOAT. And I have a real life example here of some shoes that we unboxed on this channel. They are Deadstock, direct from Nike, and GOAT rejected them. The conclusions I draw as a result of this might not be what you expect. GOAT claimed that there was creasing and discoloration on this pair. Before I get into the customer service interactions, I actually want to get this open again and see if I can see what they're talking about and if in fact I agree with their assessment. So let's get this box open and see what we're working with. These were the Jordan 4 Military Black in a size 5Y GS. And near as I can tell, I didn't inspect them too closely. We unboxed them. My wife decided she didn't want them. They came, again, direct from Nike. And this shoe, to me, the left shoe looks pretty clean. I think it's the right shoe that had issues. I don't even think that I opened the paper to look at it, to be honest. So let's see if we can see what they took issue with. I honestly have no idea. This is crazy to me. They sent me some low quality photos and I didn't see the issue in the photos, and with the shoes in hand, I'm still not seeing the issue. I mean, creasing wise, I think maybe that area there. This is nuts. I don't know, but there's a huge but, and that has to do with customer service interaction. Because as much as I don't appreciate GOAT rejecting authentic Deadstock sneakers and sending them back to me, the fact that they actually had a customer service representative that I could interact with and get a clear answer from was refreshing. Because my experience with StockX is that if you have any issue at all and require customer service interaction, good freaking luck. I'll have to pull up my interactions with them, but I remember interacting with them for what felt like months and ending up with an unsatisfactory, unacceptable result, and yet I still continue to use that platform. But before we get into that, let's talk about what happened here with GOAT. I did email them when they rejected my shoes, and this is what I said. My shoes are Deadstock direct from Nike. I don't see an issue with the shoes. If you do, you must know Nike quality control isn't perfect. Again, I've got another video on this very topic. 3 pairs of shoes, 3 different shoes in terms of the quality, completely insane. That's just something you have to expect from Nike for certain shoes. And these are GS shoes. They look great to my eyes when I sent them to you. I don't understand what I am supposed to do from here. I'm expecting to receive the agreed upon price, but if you don't wish to honor that, I can take the shoes back and sell them elsewhere. That is how I felt at the time. That's still how I feel seeing these in hand now that I've gotten them back. But here is the response that I received. Hello, Brian. Thank you for contacting GOAT. My name is Samuel and I will be happy to assist you. I'm very sorry the verification team marked an issue with the condition of your sale for the Air Jordan 4 Retro GS Military Black. Since we, the customer service team, are guided by the notes of the verification team, the information we have about why your shoes were marked to have creasing and discoloration is limited, and the exact reason for their evaluation results is not noted. We still want to help you the best way we can, but it is important to note that the verification team's decision is final. Here are the photos provided for the issue so you can evaluate the condition. Looking at the shoes, the closest thing I see is maybe a shadow, with some creasing on the left side inside, which again is this shoe and this area right here. I actually don't see any discoloration. I just see some creasing. To my eye, this shoe is perfectly acceptable Deadstock. I'd be curious to know what you guys think out there seeing this directly. I don't get it. But they continue. Since at this time the verification team has marked your order to have an issue, we're offering you some options on how to proceed. You can either offer a discount for the shoes if you feel like it, or you can refrain to make an offer. Once you make your decision, we will inform the buyer about it, and the buyer can decide if continue with the order or decline the offer. Remember, offering a discount is not mandatory, and although the choice is yours, we suggest making an offer to have a better chance to catch the buyer's attention and get a successful sale. Once you select an option, the buyer has 72 hours to make a decision. If the buyer doesn't continue with the order, our verification team will email you with options. Generally, there are two options: co-sign with us and sell from consignment, or request the shoes back to you. I hope this information helps. If you have questions, let us know. Thank you for contacting GOAT. Have a good day. Now, I did reply to this. Thank you for the prompt and detailed reply. It actually makes a big difference to the user experience, even if I don't agree with the decision. Per your recommendation, I offered a slight discount, and we'll see where the process leads next. Regardless, I do sincerely appreciate your help. Thanks again. And that is how I felt. I offered 5% off for these shoes. The buyer did not accept that, and I was left with the decision to co-sign the shoes to sell with them or to take them back. I opted to take them back, and this is the most frustrating bit. Aside from the time it took to list the shoes, actually take a photo and upload them of these shoes before the listing went live, they were rejected, and I was forced to pay $9 to have them shipped back to me. Now, in my opinion, these were not unauthentic shoes. They fit the criteria of what is required to sell, and GOAT should have, at a minimum, eaten the cost on shipping the shoes back to me. I understand why they didn't from a business perspective, but guess what this means for me now? I cannot accept, as a seller, selling Deadstock authentic shoes and running the risk of them getting kicked back to me and losing out on time, money, and also needing to pay for the shipping back. And what that means is, despite GOAT's great customer service, I am only going to be selling my inventory going forward on StockX. And it's frustrating because, again, StockX customer service sucks. Sucks. I had an issue, and this is also captured in one of my YouTube videos. This is totally jacked, where people in like FedEx and UPS are trying to steal shoes, so they do what's called a box check. They poke a hole in your box and they look at what's in it,
just to see if
and specifically right now I think they're trying to steal fragments.
Yeah.
The Travis Scott fragments, because they're worth a couple $1,000s and the boxes are different.
Yep.
But this shoe, the box got collateral damage, because sometimes they poke it and at least it still comes, but they actually messed this box up, which has me super annoyed.
Oh, so they poked something.
They actually damaged the box.
Ah.
So it's missing, well, it's missing a little piece. Where I unboxed a pair of Para Abstract Dunks, and the box was damaged due to a box check in shipping. My problem wasn't so much to do with the box damage itself, other than the fact that as a result of the damage, I would no longer be able to sell the same pair of shoes back on the platform that I had just purchased it from. If I were to send these shoes with this box damage into StockX, they would reject the shoes. So I said, you have to figure out how to make this work for me. Send me another box, give me a significant discount on the purchase, you have to do something, because you can't sell me a shoe you wouldn't have sold me otherwise when it got damaged in shipment. I attempted to interact with them on this, and the customer support email I sent originated around August 5th. I had to ping them again 5 days later because I had not received a response on August 10th. I pinged them again on August 16th because I still had not received a response. I pinged them again on August 23rd because I still had not received a response. And finally, on August 27th, 22 days after the original request, I received a response that said, "I apologize for the delay in response. Our claims team has been receiving a high amount of inquiries that results in slow updates. We appreciate your patience during our investigation. We're sorry to hear that the box your item was shipped in arrived damaged, but are glad that your item is still in good condition. In this situation, we wanted to offer a few options to resolve your issue. 1, file a UPS damage claim. 2, provide $20 off your next order. 3, provide reimbursement for the shipping costs of the item. Please let us know which option you would like, and we would be happy to proceed. If you have any questions about the options, please let us know." Quite frankly, all of the options were completely unacceptable to me. They didn't rise to the level of the damage and the inability to sell these shoes going forward that I had incurred. So I actually did reply at length. I did not receive any response or follow-up from StockX, and ultimately I decided that this issue was water under the bridge, but I learned my lesson with respect to what to expect in terms of customer interaction. And you can see, if you contrast this directly to my GOAT experience, it is night and day. There is no question that GOAT customer service is head and shoulders, an order of magnitude better than what you will get from StockX. But they rejected Deadstock authentic shoes. So where does that leave me? Quite honestly, in a less than ideal situation, because I want to support the company that has better customer service, but I also deem the outcome completely unacceptable. I think my position as it currently stands is I am not going to feed GOAT any inventory if I believe that I run the risk of having it rejected. So I am only going to sell my inventory going forward through StockX, because StockX has been dead on 100% reliable with accepting, verifying, and paying me out on all the items I have ever sold. From a purchasing perspective, GOAT is clearly the more consumer-friendly buying platform, because they have this extra step to ensure the quality of the shoes that the buyer is getting. I appreciate that as a buyer, even though I still have and continue to buy a lot of shoes through StockX. Am I gonna change my purchasing habits? I don't know. For the amount of shoes I've purchased through StockX, the singular issue that I've had isn't enough of a deal breaker to drive me completely away from the platform. I haven't had quality control issues with the shoes I've received from StockX to the point that I've been upset that they've sent the pair to me. It does feel like I would get better quality shoes from GOAT, and maybe for a high dollar enough amount of a purchase, I would choose to go through GOAT instead. Of course, I will say this, I am skeptical of using any of these platforms for seriously high dollar value items. When I purchased my Union LA Jordan 1s, when I purchased my Off-White Prestos, I always find local sellers and I inspect the shoe and verify its authenticity myself in person with the shoes in hand, because I just don't trust that if the platforms get it wrong, I'm gonna have the recourse in place to get my money back. That's all I've got for this video, but I would love to hear about your personal experiences out there. Do they validate what I've seen here, or am I way off base with my own experiences versus yours? Please drop a comment and let me know, and I will see you at the next one.